For more on the aid and relief operations, let's turn to Christy Delafield. She's a spokesperson for Mercy Corps, a global humanitarian organization. Christy, welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me.
What are you hearing about the situation on the ground? Mozambique, Malawi, and Zimbabwe hard hit by these storms.
Absolutely. This is one of the most devastating cyclones that we've seen. And to be perfectly candid, it may still be several days before we fully understand the human toll of this storm. Mercy Corps' teams in Zimbabwe were telling us today that they would try to get towards heavily impacted areas only to be stopped with roads that were washed out or bridges that had collapsed.
So that was my next question. With so much infrastructure in bad shape, destroyed or damaged, how are teams, relief and rescue teams, getting to the areas that have been hit hard?
This is one of the biggest challenges that we face in all of these extreme storms that are coming more frequently. Humanitarians need good communications infrastructure, and we need those supply lines. So again, our team in Zimbabwe is saying to us, what about airlifting some of the supplies that we have into areas that we can't get to overland? And the need is urgent. We have to be responding to people quickly because they're without shelter, without clean water. These are things that can't wait.
And thousands of people have been displaced in this disaster. What are you hearing in terms of where are these people going? Do they have a place to stay? Are there government shelters? Do these countries have enough resources to help all these people who've been displaced?
Resources are crucial, and in particular, in some of these countries, there's infrastructure that wasn't really quite up to speed to begin with. A 2015 study indicated that in Mozambique, even half the population didn't have access to clean water. So we're not starting out with the infrastructure that we'd like to have for this kind of response.
How worried are you, Christy, in these types of disasters about waterborne diseases? I mean, down the road, when there's so much water, wind, in a situation where you have a cyclone, the initial phase, of course, is helping people, getting displaced people, having a place to live, getting aid to the people who need it most. But diseases like malaria, how much of a concern is that?
And this is a huge concern. In particular, in Zimbabwe, we've already seen spikes in cholera after previous storms. So we're really concerned that we need to get people not just the clean water, but also sanitation supplies, soap, gloves, buckets, the ability to clean their clothes, their houses, to clean up after the water which may have been carrying debris or mud or other kinds of things in it. One of the other things that our team members have told us is that many people are marooned and stranded, so they can't flee themselves to a place that's safer in order to get to that help.
What would you say the biggest need is right now?
Right now, we're looking at kind of the usual trifecta: shelter, clean water, and preventing disease in the long run.
And the biggest challenge right now?
Infrastructure, getting to people.
All right, we'll leave it there. Christy Delafield, thank you so much.
Thank you.